Jesus, that's a jump scare. Get that off the screen. I don't expect a jump scare in Dota.
He's trying to eat that eyeball.
My God.
The eyeball's the same color as his own eyes. What does that mean?
It means whatever you want it to mean. As nouns, well, they secure the rune.
That's a jump scare right there.
Oh my God.
You know what's a jump scare is that they haven't fixed their flag after like 3 seasons.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. That's apparent by the fact that their name is called The Cut. I don't think they've ever cared. And I think this is the iteration that cares probably the least out of all of them. This is
really? I thought I was going to say the opposite, I assumed.
No.
They're trying hard.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
look, just because their team might be a little dysfunctional doesn't mean they're not trying. They're clearly trying. I mean, they just took a game off Nouns.
Yeah, they're definitely trying. I'm trying to think of an analogy for these guys. Like a high-functioning alcoholic, you know? Or a high-functioning drug addict. As we see in the mid lane, High Shaggy is getting in some denies against Gunnar already. Oh, very nice.
He's getting beat up. Half HP already. 200 to go till he gets his bottle here.
Yep.
Gonna see a little camp blocking up on the top lane for the old B-God with his quick null talisman. But I'm not so sure about the fast null tally this game because I just feel like Husky's going to be able to zone him really easily. I mean, he even went a headdress, and I still feel like he wins his trades so easy on Husky's side.
I have a statement to make.
Please, make it.
Okay, let me tell you something about Skywrath Mage. Can we get the camera on Skywrath Mage here as we watch some pathetic melee versus melee matchup down bot? This hero, when you get the Ag Shard and you're getting 5 int per cast, you keep the exact mana that you had, the minimum mana that you had. And so it's literally free mana. It's not percentage. Whatever your mana was, you keep that out of your total.
Oh, wow.
So you gain mana. I was playing with the Sky Spammer the other day, and I was like, dude, build a Force Staff. And he's like, no, you idiot. This is how it works. And I was just mind blown. I was like, oh, yeah, you've actually convinced me. That sounds really good. So I've been getting it on Sky. It's really solid. If you're spamming out a lot of arcane bolts. That's only good if you're like really having a good game though, because obviously if you're having a tough one, you're going to be mostly using your ult. But if you're spamming arcane bolts, it is very good.
Yeah, it gives you armor as well. It's another big, definitely a big weakness on the hero. Is how vulnerable you are to physical damage. We're seeing it already for B-God here. Earthshaker going 2 points, Enchant Totem 1 Earth or Aftershock. Keep in mind Aftershock got buffed a little bit for stun duration, quite a bit actually. It's 0.9 second stun instead of 0.6.
Yeah.
So if you can actually land this on your opponent, it sets up your old slap pretty easy. And you can kind of out-regen your opponent because you're getting like a triple hit in every time you enchant Totem. So not to mention the force denies you can definitely control. Like right now he's 11-2 versus TA's 10-0. So this could be something Radix has been messing around with a little bit. It should be good with Sky. It's like not the most conventional, but it's obviously going to work, right? You could do it with just a Fissure, for God's sake. 1.75 second stun. Fissure guy, do Sky combo. That's very easy to manage. It's kind of a cool idea, as long as the laning stage goes fine, and so far it is.
See, what's the Sky ult? 2.2 seconds. Yeah, I think between the slow and the Fissure, you could probably get the Sky ult, and like by the time they walk out of it, they would have taken the full damage. I think you're right. Let me see. Does Fissure stun duration scales, right? Yeah, it does. So you get 1.75.
1 to 1. Yeah, that's right. And but if he gets like shard or something, you can stack him. Get that 2.5 second stun. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's interesting to see like the cut on game 3. Nouns is letting them play some of their very like staple heroes. Usually, this is when you'd see the very specialty heroes banned out. But Nouns is confident they can play against it. That's Husky.
I mean, Nouns, they're still getting their very good heroes, though, I gotta say. Like, having the Enigma kind of makes that lane good. Basically never loses in the late game, as we both know. So...
yeah, other than last game. That was a exception.
They just didn't have, like, a conventional carry to make the Enigma feel as good
in the
late game. That was
man. Costa Beli's really low. Okay. That was close.
It's Costa Billy.
I'm not gonna...
It was really close, though.
There's no way.
You could just say it. You just have to. You could just say it.
Suns fan has reconvinced me to not put in that much effort. He's never. Costa Beli has never corrected me as he does end up going down. I've cursed him by pronouncing his name wrong, unfortunately.
That was a sick kill. They just hit him with the damage. He died. Very nice. Okay. good start there for the offlane Earthshaker, I gotta say. He's picked up double gauntlet, a chainmail to get that survivability up, and going to be a wand and a soul ring as well. It doesn't even abuse, not even abusing boots here, because he knows it's not necessarily about getting ran down. Maybe it is this time. Scourge McDuck in trouble.
Yeah, Z-Freak is a little bit more active in the lane this game. Really diving here with the Eidolons.
I mean, you kind of need to be aggressive against the Spectre, right? It's a hero that gets a lot of advantage if he has a good early game. So Z-Freak bullies him rather than jungling. I think that's super reasonable. Oh, look what Moo's buying this game on the Tiny.
Oh, an
interesting
urn.
itemization.
Cool.
The instant Spirit Vessel rush. They're like, fuck this. We're not letting this happen again.
Yeah.
We don't care how good Necro's game is going to be. We're going to have a mid-game counter against you.
Yeah, as Shaggy, once again, putting on a lot of pressure. But on the bottom lane, also pressure onto SMD, who throws out a dagger. But they're not feeling too happy about being this low down here.
Did he interrupt himself? Oh, no, it was Z-Freak's self. Okay.
Yeah, that's it's some...
I thought he caught out with the tree.
No, it's some tango action. Jubei's not a salve buyer. He read the patch notes. As Husky, oh man, they killed SMD bot actually. Just more of the same.
Yep. Yeah, Moo walked up, avalanched him, threw him back to the Enigma, and then he had to walk through the wall of Eidolon pain. It's kind of like, no, I'm not going to finish that sentence. That would have been a bad joke.
Okay.
I would never make a bad joke on broadcast.
Attack on Titan. The walls filled with Titans, except in this case, filled with Eidolons. As Shaggy is filled with fear as Gunnar is rolling at him and then leaving immediately. So that'll be rolled down. Okay.
Yeah, that one was a little interesting. Yeah. I don't know if he expected Maleficus to be there, but either way, I don't know how you get this kill.
And maybe if the chain stun comes out and then Maleficus can walk in as B-God. Throw out some harass onto Husky. And Jubei slowly walks towards mid. That is a Pango, though. Not the easiest hero to get with the clockwork, but it is pressure. It is Gunnar being forced out of the lane, which is something. SMD having a tough time just getting comboed by Tiny every time he walks up.
That part has been really rough for him, actually. I mean, there's 11 denies on Z-Freak here. Ooh, is Z-Freak gonna be... No? Okay. Jubei going for the one-on-one build, so his kill potential is actually not very high right now. Just 1 point in battery assault, so basically the lane is just not viable for Scourge McDuck here. And this hero really sucks at jungling unless you get like the chipped vest or the other one that heals you. So this is a really bad place to be for Spectre, I gotta say. This one hurts real bad.
Yeah, I don't know if he has like a salve come here or something. Shaggy, mid lane, gets tossed back to Gunnar. He's in the tower, does not have a level in Ghost Shroud. Oh, he actually was holding the point, so he does level it up. And looks like he might go down anyway. As there are 3 heroes mid, Moo did have to rotate. But it's just Jubei bot.
He got I think that Ghost Shroud was maybe a mistake. He did get the wand off, so maybe the heal was worth, but the Scatter Blast there was a absolute shitload of damage. It's like 240 damage amplified by the Ghost Shroud.
Yeah.
So he took 40% extra from that. Like, ugh. From a level 4 support, that hurts real bad. So great rotation. I guess that's Tiny basically rotating to set up that one.
You know, it's one of those things where like, do you think Shaggy's like kind of playing like, because he just had this 60-minute game with Necro, he feels like a god, but it's like, oh wait, I'm not in that game anymore. As he TP's bot, Jubei runs in, gets tossed out, straight back into Z-Freak in the wall of Eidolons. As the very nice cookie comes out from Husky. Shaggy's looking for the scythe, but nobody's low enough. Maybe Moo is. Rajix is there. Yeah, there's the scythe. He's surely dead.
Ancient Seal helping out a bit. So nice rotation and killing the ideal guy, the offlaner. Not too bad. Rajix or Rajix, I don't know how to say it. He's halfway to Blink Dagger, so he's in a pretty good spot too. Ooh, they're gonna turn. Poking here.
Just a bit of poking action. Yeah. Level 3 in the in his enchant totem, so decent amount of kill threat here if they can actually connect.
Ooh, Shaggy gonna die.
They're gonna toss him back into Z-Freak, who doesn't have Black Hole.
seems far away from his team here.
Yep. Oh, Rajix though, he's there. He's got that ult. They gotta be careful. As Shaggy does go down anyway. He's looking to maybe Echo Slam, but I don't think that he's gonna take anybody from full to 0 here.
Don't toss him back.
Yeah, don't toss him up.
Okay.
Yeah. And he goes down.
Okay. I was a little bit worried when he popped the Ghost Shroud and TA wasn't able to attack. I was like, maybe he can live, but unfortunately this game, Shaggy is getting bullied. And there's already an urn on the enemy squad, so you can quickly pivot that into a Spirit Vessel if he chooses. But now that they're not doing, now that Shaggy's not doing that great, I think this game is going solid for Nouns. I mean, the net worth is even, and Spectre's net worth is definitely increasing here, which is really good for him. But I feel like they're kind of getting everything they want right now on Nouns' side.
Yeah, they're done with Shaggy's shit. That's very clear that they let the Necrophos through and thought that they could punish it, and they're doing a very good job at doing so in this game. As Jubei with the level 3 in the Battery Assault, stealing some jungle camps, very nice. Shaggy rotates up top. Moo is there too, though. That's a 2-man stun into the Snapfire Kisses. As Gunnar with the roll. Shaggy Ghost Shroud doesn't do anything because you are playing into this magic damage as Jubei. He gets rolled into the cogs. Very nice by Gunnar. The last second, the last tick, as Jubei looks very frustrated on his camera. And yeah, the tip comes out on Shaggy.
And you know what's been in a lot of these kills? It's been Snapfire. Obviously, the Mortimer's Kisses was amazing there, but this hero just does a lot of magic damage. So, whereas in the previous game, it's like what? Who was Husky playing last game? Was it Wyvern?
Winter Wyvern. Yeah,
Wyvern does like no damage, right? That hero doesn't do shit to Necrophos. I guess you do some percentage-based damage. That part's cool, but in these early game moments, Snapfire is so much more powerful. There's a replay that we just saw that I did not pay attention to. Hopefully, it was good.
It was the same thing there that we saw. So going down to the magical damage as Moo rotating towards mid, trying to get a bit of damage with the catapults. Also the Eidolons. Shaggy's like, oh yeah, give me those juicy summons, but the trade-off is, you know, tower's almost dead. Not in deny range quite yet.
Yeah, he's still very hard to kill. I mean, with the Vit Booster and the Cloak, I love the safety here. Little courier snipe by Husky. Sitting all lazy on the secret shop. Great net worth for the TA as well. It's very good for Coastability at the moment. He's got lots of space. Moo's gonna tank for him a little plus 20 armor with his Phase Boots Earn Soul Ring.
Good lord.
Oh, and he's got an Arcane Ring too. 2 more.
As he tosses up, there is a trap there if they want to continue on him. A little bit of disconnect there. There's another trap there as well, actually, if they want to keep going. As Shaggy, he's there, but that trap, yeah, Coastability's being a big pain in the ass down here with these. Nice coverage.
I like how Mook played that though. I mean, this is one of the big downsides to Earthshaker offlane like this. Is he is a core that doesn't have like regen built into his kit traditionally. So all you have to do is run at him, use a combo, poke like you're gonna commit to him, and now he just doesn't even feel comfortable getting close to the creep wave. He's playing at half HP. He can't even fight here. If he fights, it's gonna feel really dangerous for him to get close to danger. So he does have the blink though, so he has reached his ultimate goal here.
Yeah.
And that he can now start comboing for ideally Skywrath Mage.
Yep, and looks like he's got that level 9, so I would expect a smoke to come out fairly soon. Beatgod does have one in his inventory, so does Jubei. This is go time for the cut. They got to get this gold lead back. I think Coastability would be the #1 priority that they can go for. Or maybe they just go top because this is where the tower is that's going to open up the biggest area of the map. As Nouns, they actually smoke up as well.
They smoke a little early. Tiny TP'd a little bit after, so I don't know if this was... He's going to be walking through the ward, so this could reveal the moment that they're about to have. Let's see how the cut react. Jubei's going to find...
Yeah,
oh my
baby.
god.
That's a big dirty echo. That's good. That's what you want with your blink reveal.
Gunnar was there, did he?
I don't know.
I'd have to see the replay there, but either way, they were very clearly ready for it. And just think, what happens if they do that smoke? A second later, Tiny becomes invis. It's probably completely different.
Let's see. Let's watch this.
They're also smoked.
Yeah, they're also smoked. So he...
Smoke breaks.
Oh, yeah, he just saw the Tiny.
I guess this... Yeah, but either way, the smoke did break.
Yeah, I guess
and they had a ward there in a great spot. Either way, they probably still kill at least one of those heroes, but
yeah, like the smoke
lower
breaking.
chance that it's as responsive.
The smoke breaking means that like you know that there's going to be multiple heroes there.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that was a nice
fight. And after that great fight, Nouns are crushing the game with a 2K gold advantage.
Yeah, still
so
doing well.
Matter.
Still doing great. Yeah, it looks like Costa Billy might have taken some ancient stack or something like that. I don't know. He's farming up a storm here.
Try camping. He's got his Deso finished. That's the big thing. So his farm rate is just going to continue going. Yeah. So how do you feel that this TA is going to match up against Spectre? Typically, in my experience, I seem to remember that like minus armor is quite good against Spectre as a whole. Because he's very tanky, right? So it helps cut through him a little bit quicker. Would you agree with that assessment? Or
yeah, I mean, I feel like TA will outpace a Spectre always because you just don't have any way to farm as quickly as like a TA. So you're always seeing a TA play into a Spectre with like one extra item. I think if it's 1-for-1, and I'm pretty sure I've actually seen this team play Spectre versus the TA. I think if it's 1-for-1, the TA gets melted by like an Ag Spectre who's got all of these illusions and a Scotty. As Moo on the top lane, he's going to toss back. That could be an instant Echo Slam, potentially. No, it's on cooldown. Never mind.
If it was off cooldown.
They've been timing it, yeah. Okay, no Echo Slam. Otherwise, that is a very ballsy toss back.
150 seconds for that one. So, and instantly into the Roche Pit with their 4 points in Meld and their Deso. So, and their Pangolier.
Pango, yep. And the Flare comes out.
This one a lot.
But I don't know. I think without Earthshaker, it's really just Jubei that's going to maybe look to get some sort of steal here. As Moo, he's looking for it. He's like, I know Jubei's going for this. I play a lot of pubs with this guy. You know he's going for the steal, and he does go for it. He times it pretty nicely, but he goes down right before Roche does.
Yeah, Moo covers it with the avalanche there. Really nicely done to protect that, but great hook shot opportunity. Good try. So they get that. Now they're going to be on the offensive as they go control their opponent's jungle. Speaking of which, they already have great wards spotting out the tri-camp area. So that part is easy to control if they want. Costa Billy is going to do the smart thing, though, and push out his creep wave in a long way. Dragonlance is up. He's queuing up BKB. 1,500 gold towards his BKB, which is still really fast considering he just finished his Deso. So it feels like a great position. The only thing they're missing really is Blink on Tiny, and he's close. 400 gold to go. Z-Freaks almost got his Vlad's upgrade. The old Wraith Pact.
Yeah.
So he'll be survivable. Wraith Pact very, very good against Earthshaker, against Necrophos, really. Those are heroes that like have this like multi-stage like damage in a team fight. So if you can Wraith Pact in the middle of that, you can definitely save your teammates in a lot of cases.
Even the Spectre Haunt, it feels like something that can save the supports. Like Spectre's not really great at like, I mean, I guess you can haunt in and kill the Wraith Pact, but you're talking a melee here, right? Like the illusions are not going to kill the Wraith Pact. So
and your attack speed's not that incredible in Spectre typically anyways. So
no, the 4 was used, so Nouns might look to pressure the high ground a bit and force the cut to come back once this tier 2 goes down. We'll see how confident they're feeling.
Oh, Shaggy TP'd. He's gonna know.
He's in. Jubei goes for the hook. Although Moo was there, he was right in position. Gets the toss up. Scythe comes out. Is this enough to kill Costa Billy? No, it's not. Maybe he has a meld in 1 second. No, it just goes down, but Shaggy also might go down. He has no Ghost Shroud, so they're able to do all this physical damage to him. And no lifesteal, or no healing, so he is dead.
He's got no Vestal Charges either. They still have Blink Echoes. They've got to be careful about that, but with the Wraith Totem down, good luck in kills here. Yeah, he's just going to siege a little bit. Do the safe thing.
Sends the Wraith Pact in to cancel the Blink. I love that. That is a cool play.
That's good.
That's a cute play. I like that. Look, it did a little bit of damage. Well, it's no Blink on cooldown anyway, but still it's real nice.
All right. Got the tower. Yeah, it's definitely safe to back. I mean, that was amazing that they got so much done, but...
Gunner, top lane.
He does have Diffusal, but didn't get the click on him.
Yeah, okay. Honk comes out, so there's a play being made to the bot lane. So Husky taking a lot of damage from these illusions, but not enough. That is only level 1 in the Desolate, so... Gives him the old tip as well. Yeah.
Ooh, it was a good escape by Husky. The Hop realizing he was the one guy that was vulnerable to it, but... I thought he was going to die, but yeah, it was too little damage from the Desolate.
My initial thought there, by the way, when I saw that tip, I was like, oh, that's a like, you know, BM tip. But then I realized I actually played on a team with Husky and SMD. And these guys are really close friends, so they're just kind of messing with each other. There's actually a lot of relationships in this game, as you know. Usually there are in NA, but this one especially, like SMD and Husky, like these guys go way back. They're bros. They're bubbies.
Cool.
As Moo jumps
Brigand's
in.
Blade, Pango.
Jumps two heroes.
Oh, he looks dead.
Shaggy has no scythe, so he's not going to use it. Maybe he just didn't want to use it. Jubei goes down to Gunner, doing a lot of damage with the minus armor.
Okay. It was unfortunate. Husky took a little bit of time to get there. Keep in mind, he TP'd back to base, getting away from SMD. If he was there, he could have kept Moo alive, but fortunately their engagement was a little bit disjointed. Also, fighting in division does not help too much either. Yeah, Tiny ends up dying. Still nice gold advantage for Nouns as they control the map well.
I think that was Moo's blink reveal too, unfortunately. Yeah, that play there.
It's a late blink though. Is it really that much of a reveal at that point?
No, yeah,
he's
not.
gonna buy it.
It's not. It's just not what you want to see. It's, you know, it happens. It happens.
It was a good try though. I mean, if they're there for the cookie, then maybe they can set up a fight. Nouns is definitely feeling ahead in terms of net worth. Nethershell pickup, that seems really good this game against the Necrophos. In case somebody wants to use it. Maybe slap that on Tiny or something. Probably best on him, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of magic damage on this side. You definitely want that item on somebody. Tiny's good because you have the armor to like make up for the fact that it literally takes it from you. As Gunner, by the way, picked up a BKB, so he's feeling real strong.
He's just gonna be able to blow up the backlines now, whether or not he uses Rolling Thunder. So that part's good. Scarlet Mage has got to be a bit careful. He's only got 2.7 armor in his bank. But once again, Nouns pressuring bot lane. It's very smart for them to go right back here rather than playing the rest of the game normal. I mean, the tower's already so low. Why not work on it?
Yeah, Kostabile also disassembled the Dragonlance to get the BKB and then eventually reassembled the Dragonlance again. But just kind of showing that Nouns, like, they want to push early. They want to use this timing as the cut. Also feeling like they have a timing themselves. They smoke up. Looking for a wraparound situation here. Nobody's pushing this tower from Nouns, though. They're just straight up backing. They're going to go for it, though. They're going to run all the way across.
Interesting that they ran across the map like this to go cover the TA. They're basically anticipating this movement here from the cut. They've already used the smoke, and they ran across the map for this. So Nouns reading into their opponent's minds big time. Can he pop BKB in time? That's the big question.
Okay, I forgot I was play-by-play again. My bad. The Spectre ulti comes out. TA goes down. That's also Jubei that goes down, but it's Clockwork who gives a shit. Gunner uses the BKB, doing a lot of damage. Still has the roll to use. He uses the roll. Z-Freak is there. The ulti comes in from the Snapfire. Z-Freak cannot get the black hole up because of that fissure, but it looks like Shaggy will go down anyway.
Jesus.
And Rajix, can he get out? He gets diffuseled by the Pango, or takes the diffusal damage rather, but of course no basher or anything on the Pango. So he's fine.
Man, that was really well done by Nouns. I was so close to it being like an absolute mega victory. Still very good, but they got 3 kills. They lost their carry, though, which feels bad. And he popped his BKB right before dying, hoping it could give him an extra moment of survivability. But they need to get objectives out of these movements sometimes.
Oh, Gunner's chasing him. He wanted to kill Rajik's top, but falls on bot. He's like, you should have died. Moo as well. They TP'd to the outpost. And nothing's going to happen, I see. That was still kind of funny. He hunted him across the map. It's like, no, you get in your base. You don't get to leave base.
At least they're keeping the cut away from really safe farm efficiency. Like, Scourge has to basically leave whatever lane he's in to go jungle a bit or sit around, wait for the creep wave to push in. That part has been tough for them. Seen any good black holes lately?
No, I haven't seen any.
Oh, he's going mech this game.
Is he? Oh, yeah, I like that. Against the Spectre, I mean, playing with the Blink Dagger feels really hard. So just building like utility items, that was always the old counter whenever they picked the Spectre counter to you, which I think Spectre probably, at least for a while, had the highest win rate versus Enigma. As Moo, he sees the real SMD here. This is him. I mean, he's showing himself. He pops the Manta, not enough to dodge anything, does not have Haunt. So he's going to get tossed up. Yeah, he's just dead.
I really like that TA pop BKB for that
Just
very
in
crucial
case,
moment.
yeah.
If there's like a fissure there, maybe they just don't get that kill. That's all it would have taken. One fissure, then he's like, oh my god, I wish I BKB'd. Not and all the damage he's doing to Spectre doesn't get reflected back. Oh, Dispersion does pierce spell immunity?
I think it pierces spell immunity if the... Oh, no, it's always pure, actually. I think it's always pure. Isn't it?
All right.
I don't know.
It says yes. Anyways, that makes sense, I guess, because otherwise BKB would be like the most obvious counter to Spectre and people would use it because they'd feel it. But yeah, regardless, Refraction probably blocked a lot of those damage sources. And they end up getting the kill. Really nice one. Nouns just doing a really good job playing the map effectively, pretty much. It's a big upside of their draft this game compared to the previous one. Last game, a lot of the issue was that like when they tried to initiate, it would be like blink dispos. There was never any stun follow-up. It was difficult for them to go for this like chain stun thing. But this game, Tiny basically solves that problem, right? It's avalanche for 1.4 seconds. Then they do a toss that gives them like another second or so. And then they can do rolling thunder. It's like it's so much easier for them to layer stuns and let's get these kills. Last game, it was all burst damage with like mediocre stuns. So it just made it a lot harder for them to outplay their opponents with better map movements, which they are doing this game.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it feels like they have a ton of follow-up. Like, there's so many scenarios you can put together for them, like, killing somebody off of a Tiny initiation. And even if Tiny is dead, I feel like Gunnar on Pango can do some initiating. Because he does have a blink, right? So it's like, even if you don't have the Tiny, there's a lot of, like, team fight options for Nouns in this game. As they are doing a full wraparound. Tiny. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Just keep him in base, deward all their vision. As Jubei is going to break the smoke. This is very nice. Yeah, very nice positioning from Jubei. The rest of the cut needs to get the hell out of here, though. I mean, are they going to go for it? They're going to go for it. They're kind of split. Some of them are okay. They actually do get Gunnar.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. So the split fight actually working out in their favor as the Snapfire Kisses come out. The toss-up as well to set up for the Snapfire Kisses. As Shaggy is looking for a scythe. He wants to break through the refraction charges. As Gunnar on the side, he is bouncing around, but bounces into that wall, and Zefric goes down to B-God, who's doing a lot of damage. He's just killing backliners as a Sky Wrath, somehow. Gunnar bought back for that.
The B-God way.
Gunnar bought back.
And it didn't go as well as they thought it would. That Observer Ward that they used earlier to initiate on Costabile, when he wasn't able to pop his BKB, that's the same one that allowed them to spot Gunnar there. Gunnar ran to the right, thinking that they completely escaped on the cut, but the cut stuck around, committed to the fight, so... I mean, they did kill the Spectre, though. That's pretty freaking huge. Definitely a big kill. You just want to give as much network separation as you can for TA.
Moo. He finds Rajik. Okay, but the hook comes out as well. And potentially Cog knockback. Knocks back the other way because that force moves on the high ground now. He's stuck. Another force staff. I don't know who did that, but he's out of there. As Costabile takes down Jubei. And Moo, he's looking for more. This Tiny hero, man, he can go in and out, bro. Maybe not the best hero to go on, although I say that, and he's getting chain stunned. Although the Fissure comes out, very nice Fissure onto 3, as well as the Echo Slam onto 4. And Spectre gets a double kill from that. Costabile, they see on the high ground the Enigma. They cancel everything with the Yules, as SMD is chasing Costabile on the side. Turns around, says, okay, Zefric, this is an easier kill. He's not going to turn around and hold us here, or hold us with the hole. That's a 4-for-1. Just Jubei goes down for the cut.
Ooh, man, they fought into this area and they had vision, so it looked kind of okay. I love this like cookie on Pango that sort of worked. I don't think Gunnar wanted to go back in necessarily, and that was part of the problem. He was trying to like poke from range. He got zipped in, and they weren't able to kill Shaggy. He was like 2 seconds away from his BKB being off cooldown. That's why Pango was trying to stay on the outside, but Husky kind of getting him killed there by putting him in deeper than he was ready to go. If he was able to just kite for another 5 seconds, then commit with BKB, maybe a bit of a different fight, because all of a sudden the cut wins a big team fight and is going to get Roche out of this. So, getting a little scary for Nouns.
That's a shard Roche, too.
Team fight.
What's a Spectre shard do? Is that the Dispersion Spectral Daggers? Yes, it is. Very nice.
Every 300 damage absorbed will trigger the dagger. So, the cooldown is 7 seconds, though. So, you're not just going to be like bristleback in it, but it does help make up for the fact that the Spectral Dagger duration is significantly less than it used to be. It used to be pretty close to perma uptime. Now it has some downtime. But Spec is in a really good spot now. He's got Diffusal finish. He's got Manta. He's almost got Ags too.
Shaggy playing the front lines again. Feeling pretty comfortable to do that, and I can understand why. He looked pretty damn tanky.
Forced him to get a Yules this game. which is very good because the Spirit Vessel was just finished by Moo. He needed it for sure to give some of those anti regen solutions that Necro's playing with. So,
and he's going for Halberd too.
Nice. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Shaggy's pivoted exceptionally well this game with this build, which is what you would expect out of a almost Grandmaster Necrophos, but sometimes you do see people still like hard stuck on like, oh, you know, I'm so used to popping off on this hero that like I have this like build that I do with him, you know, but with Shaggy, like he recognizes like this is not the same game as the last one. Like he can't just build like chat items. He's got to go for these like more defensive items, and I think this is a perfect build.
Yeah, he was punished enough in the laning stage to really recognize his game position. He saw the urn on Tiny. He knew what was coming. Oh.
Okay,
that was
Rajik
nice.
tossed in. Spectre Haunt comes out, though, on the back line. Z-Freak, can he get the black hole off? He cannot. So Moo goes down. That's 3 heroes dead. Buyback comes out from Husky. As Gunner, he does roll. And Shaggy is stuck between a rock and a hard place as he's getting killed by this. The ult from the Hoodwink. That's not a Hoodwink, that's the Snapfire. Yes, that's a different hero. Spectre almost goes down, but has the Aegis. Those heroes got added at the same time, all right?
Big save by Husky, actually. He interrupted the Echo Slam combo.
Yeah.
He lands the Echo, he throws his body in, ate a cookie. That makes sure that Earthshaker doesn't get any other spells off in that fight. And yeah, maybe the Enigma didn't get a black hole off, but his mech was definitely helpful. Helped elongate a couple more of their spells. They may be a little scared to kill the Spectre, but with the buyback there, they were worried about whatever turns came.
Yeah.
Possibly from a Skarath Mage or others. So not that bad for them, but man, this game is a lot closer than it could have been if they didn't lose those last couple fights.
Yeah, I mean, SMD still has Aegis to work with. It's like you were saying earlier, I think as a Spectre, at this point in the game, you're feeling pretty comfortable. Like, this is the point where you... Hopefully, if you're playing against her, like you want to have shut her down, because the later and later this game goes, like we can see how much Z-Freak is struggling in these fights. Like all of these heroes eventually just get ripped apart by the Spectre Haunt, as he does have an Ags, by the way, too. So he can do the insta kill on supports now, which is very sad for them.
Yeah, I mean it's awful for Enigma, right? Even if he's got Blink Dagger, if he has Blink, he has maybe some potential to escape. But right now, if he gets daggered, he just dies. He can't escape himself. He can't get away. He doesn't have a Force Staff. He's buying other utility instead. So it's basically like he Midnight Pulses, and he's like, you either kill me or that's about it, basically. He just dies.
Yep, that's the only option.
Neck, puts a Wraith Totem down. He may be Black Holes, but he's just going to get fissured or hooked or something.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, Z-Freak should just black hole the ground and just hope that something's in there. Hope for the real Spectre Haunt as Moo jumps on Jubei, tosses him back. The Haunt comes out. Actually, that was it sounds the same as the Haunt. That's just the Ags. As SMD focusing on Costa Belay. Gunner is in with the BKB. Rajix is cut out, so he's not going to be able to do this counter initiation unless he somehow survives this. As the roll comes up to the high ground, goes down, loses the gem on Rajix. Shaggy, I don't know if he got bounced up into the high ground. He's stuck somewhere, but he has the spider leg, so he's not really stuck. Stepbrother's not going to be there for Shaggy. As Moo, okay, that's the actual Haunt that comes out. SMD still focusing on Costa Belay. B-God as well. Moo tosses out.
Toss.
Very nice. Great toss. As B-God goes down, but there's the sight on Costa Belay. 95 seconds being dead. That is a lot longer than I would have expected at this point in the game. That must have been a buyback at some point. As SMD has making more Haunt noises, but that is once again just the Axe. He may be in a little bit deep.
Oh, he casted it.
But he has the Aegis, so he's good. Moo, toss up, and Spirit Vessel on Shaggy. SMD's there. He's fine, as Moo is in the trees and running away. I heard a hook. Okay, that hook is on Gunner, who gets a haste rune. That's very convenient, considering he just got hooked.
Nah, he jumped out. He swashbuckled the low ground. He was probably fine no matter what, but yeah, it's a little spooky. Black hole got used. I
you
don't
say
think
that.
you could tell.
You know, there's the Spectre Ags that you always gotta worry about now. SMD feeling pretty good about himself. Oh, Moo looked for the TP cancel, couldn't find it.
Moo's been playing really good, I gotta say. Really utilizing the spider legs well, grabbing heroes, throwing them back into his teammates, resetting. That's been really solid. Definitely playing lots of utility here with that Force Staff too. A lot of Force Staffs on the Nouns side, and does TA have his finish? Yeah, he's level 24, by the way. I think that's why his death timer's so high, because
just super
it
high
doesn't
level.
feel that late in the game, but it truly is.
Yeah. I mean, after last game, no point in the game feels late, comparative, relatively speaking.
Yeah. But he's been around getting lots of kills, lots of creep kills, 361 CS. So yeah, lots of levels on him as a result. He's going to go Silver Edge next. Disengaging is definitely really important on TA. Silver Edge won't really solve it completely because if he gets daggered by Spectre, you still see the hero anyways, even if you can't right-click him. But just being able to disengage and reset a little bit would be really helpful for TA.
Yeah, and there's no killing a Spectre at this point of the game without break. It's impossible. Like, it's not even worth trying. Like the dispersion is just so insane at this point. And the later the game goes, like the more Spectre is comfortable playing into you with that. I'm curious to see what talent SMD goes for, because I think in multiple games he's gone for one or the other at 25, depending on what he feels is just better for the game.
I mean, he's got tons of illusions already, right? So I can't help but assume the Haunt illusion damage is really appealing. 30% damage increase is not bad. But in the same vein, dispersion reflection is excellent too, but it's only 5%. I feel like the Haunt illusion damage is surely the way you go when you already have X.
You know why the win rates on those are probably so high? Because if you get late game on a Spectre and make any talent choice, you probably just win. Because it's just late game Spectre is so goddamn hard to play into. It's like, oh, Haunt comes out, your whole team dies, like all the supports are dead, or 20% HP. Like you see everyone in the fight.
And any items you have, automatically you're sitting at 20 to 25% blade mail. So like any tanky item or survivability item just gives you way more benefit than any other hero in the game, just by nature of being alive. So definitely gives you some great late game win conditions. Z-Freak needs to buy some Ironwood branches right now, clearly. Like, bro, you got 4 empty item slots. What are you doing?
That's 4 Wraith Bands right there, bro. He's going to get 4 Wraith Bands. 25 minutes plus.
Every brace would be 200 health. Yeah, he's going to buy a 1 now.
Yeah.
Good choice. I like it.
Yep. As B-God, by the way, picked up his Aghanim Scepter, as we saw. Very powerful. He's been putting in a lot of work in these fights. Somehow getting backliners without dying himself.
Yeah, he's been instrumental in a couple big moments, dealing damage to Pango especially.
Jubei yoinks the DD. Very nice. Oh, there's the gunner roll, actually. He wants to go in. He says, Jubei, you can't just steal a DD from us. That's ours. And Jubei jetpacks out.
That's cool. Very good jetpack game, I suppose, when there's an Earthshaker on the enemy team.
I can't believe.
Or on your team.
I can't believe I just heard somebody say that with a straight face. It's a very good jetpack game. I never thought that I would hear that as the Fissure comes out onto Moose. So does the Spirit Vessel. He forces away, though, because he does have the utility build.
He does. Hood Vessel, Spider Legs. No shard for him.
My man's hard to kill.
Scourge mic'd up, playing off. He's got Scotty. Oh, they spot him in the skin. Can they find him in the trees, though?
He's there. Ran out. He's there. They see him. Oh, there's 3 illusions there. Which one is it? The black hole comes out. Doesn't matter which one it is. The stun from Jubei. He gets the angle. SMD spamming his buttons. He's actually still alive. Somehow, for 95 seconds, he's going to be dead, though. Z-Freak. Will he die? Shaggy is there. There are 2 Skywrath ults, and they both miss. Unfortunate. Z-Freak is still in the trees. He's still fine. B-God goes down. Nice double fissure. Rajeeks, he's going to walk away from that one. Into
great reaction from Jubei.
He's walking in. No, actually, that's his own vision. Gunner, does he have a gem? How did he know? He just knew. He's just a god.
Just a guess. Yeah, no gem. The Greaves did a lot of work in that fight, I gotta say. Enigma got low, but once you get below that
the threshold, 20%,
you're
right.
He's getting it's 18.5 health regen right now. It used to be like 15, but it got buffed up.
How much armor? You get armor too, right? Like.
Yeah, it goes 10. It used to be like 15 or something.
Oh
but
my god.
Yeah, low HP. I mean, it's technically a 7 increase because it always gives 3. Goes up to 10. It's pretty good. The regen, though, I think is quite effective in this case. Pairing Guardian Greaves and Wraith Pack together are quite effective, really. Lowering their damage and lowering their damage further when you get close to dying. But ultimately, it was about being able to kill Spectre, get Spectre so low at the start of the fight. He was under Midnight Pulse. He got AoE stunned, and yeah, he jumped around a shitload, confusing literally anybody but the keenest observers. But they killed him at the start of the fight, and that was so big. Because then even his Haunt didn't feel that good.
Yeah, that's the sort of play that they need to make for the late game Spectre. Moo wants to make another play, tosses Shaggy in. He's got that toss requires no target, so Shaggy is going to be in there, but it gets forced out by Jubei. Gunner comes in with the roll. Jubei says, no, you're not rolling through these cogs. And he does anyway. He's in because he's got spider legs or something. I don't know. No, he doesn't. He just jumped in somehow, and that didn't... Yeah, anyway, Shaggy has the Ghost Shroud. He's looking to get some Scythe kill here, but he's stunned, he's silenced, and he's dead. As SMD, he's in. Both Skyreth ultis go down, do a little bit of damage, but they miss. As B-God does not have... I thought he had a Ghost Scepter. I swear he had a Ghost Scepter earlier. No, maybe he didn't. Does have that Atos now. Had the Atos. Doesn't matter, he's dead. How's he not dying without a Ghost Scepter? That's what's surprising me. Yeah.
B-God is like literally another level. Like you watch him play and you like forget that it's a squishy hero. He is so careful about his positioning that he's able to feel like this. But ultimately, Nouns
Eyes back.
Win a nice fight. Moose stays alive, by the way. The great Force Staffs once again to cover themselves. He gets back, pops barrier, eats the damage. Now he's fully TP somehow.
What the hell is barrier? What do you mean barrier? What is
Put
that?
a Defiance. The active is barrier.
How do you know what that's called?
Anyway. I watched Sunspan and Cinderin cast, obviously.
Anyway, Moo goes in. He got silenced, though, so he has no BKB. He's just going to die. He's feeding to the tier 4. Goes to Belay. He's got that Aegis to work with. Moo does have buyback, and they do not have the outpost at TP2. So this will be a long run for Moo, and so Nouns, they back.
That was the fissure grab, right? I think that interrupted his turn. Either that or clock. I didn't quite catch it, but nicely done. Realized when he was going to go for the old toss back again. He doesn't get his Force Staff out, eats full everything. Ah,
we get to watch it again. Let's see. Moo jumps in, instant silence into Hook. And
so it's the Hook and the silence.
I don't know if he was in that Sky. I mean, it doesn't matter. He's in the tier 4. So he's goddamn dead anyway.
I can't even see Sky ultis these days. It just doesn't even show on my computer.
That's true. Mine as well. I think if you have your settings low, it doesn't show. It's pretty OP hero.
Yeah, I don't have them low.
Yeah.
It just doesn't show.
Oh.
It's bugged.
Look at you with a big fancy computer that can have high settings.
You could do if you just decided to buy one with your money.
That's right.
Aren't you making money right now?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You get paid? Oh, my God.
Yeah, you don't?
I pay to be here. Why else would I be your play-by-play?
Great exposure, though.
I'm not good at this. Shaggy.
They have another survivability item on the downside. Did you see this on Snapfire? You built a pipe.
So they have pipe and a hood on the Tiny. So it's this double shell. What's the pipe passive? Go pipe active called?
Also called barrier.
No way. They would call it the same thing. Oh, come on. That's lazy. Come on. No wonder nobody picks pipe. It's just a forgotten item. They didn't change the name of the active.
It's shameful, all right?
Yeah.
It should be big barrier. Does that sound better?
That sounds really cool. It should be like smoking a blunt or something like that. Because it's a pipe. And then maybe Shaggy would buy it.
What about Puff Puff Pass? Because it's for your whole team.
Oh my God, that's actually, they should pay you to come up with these.
Thank you. So what I get for being friends with pot doers in high school.
That's criminal types. Yep. Type of people I would imagine are your friends. The dog that large. Anyway, Costa Belay feeling pretty large in this game. 30,000 net worth. They go for the smoke. They feel like they're in a position where they can force the cut back into their base. It's like Purge forces hot dogs down his dog's mouth in order to maintain that weight and girth.
Love feeding my dogs.
As the TPs do come out. SMD's in the trees. I imagine he's going to TP out immediately. Yeah, he's out of there.
Did you notice there was a Satanic on the Pango like 10 minutes ago?
No, I did not notice that. That's interesting, though, because you can instant heal to full with that swashbuckle. Let's see, what is it?
Yeah.
175% times 115 times 4. Do the math. 1,000 health? Is that 1,000 health he's healing?
115 times 4 is 230 times 2, so that's 460, and then multiply that by 175. That one I'm going to need a calculator.
God, this is nice. Just make you do calculations as the Aegis does time out. So the cut, they've timed this. And Gunner, he's there, man. He's in. Rajixi finds him. He's got the BKB. They don't chain the stun perfectly, so he's perfectly fine on Gunner. He's going to roll, maybe, just to be safe. No, he's not going to roll.
How scary.
As Costa Belay moves forward, he's got that Swift Blink, that Silver Edge, so he's moving real fast. He's hasted. Yeah, they were feeling a
Gunner's
little bit like they couldn't chain stun him there. They're like, oh no, is there somebody behind? Like, are we about to all die here? Reserved.
It was scary. I mean, it would have been tough if Clock hooks in on that or something. That's all they get is they get 1 more second of stun, or they would have to commit Echo Slam to it. So it's like, yeah, they could elongate the chain stun, but like if they don't kill him, the fight's over 1,000,000,000%.
That's true. Right in front of their base, which is very scary.
Radiant's bottom tower.
You just lose racks for that, maybe even the game.
So good attempt, but yeah, Gunner's really farmed. That's the important thing to point out. He's going to be buying Ags now. That way he can do more shield crashes while he's jumping around. He's been planning for this one for a while, and with the Satanic, even against these like very good heroes at dealing damage over time, you know, like Dispersion and the Heartstop Aura, that shit adds up. So having some like lifesteal with Satanic and while being able to jump around is going to be really good for him.
That's true. Yeah, lets him actually play long fights against heroes that like have to play long fights to win. That's a pretty cool solution actually, and it doesn't surprise me that Gunner would think of something like that. I feel like this guy has like insanely weird item builds and, you know, hero play styles, but it seems to be working this tour. Like his ideas are very good.
Jubei double silenced here.
Yeah.
Good ghost.
He's got that Ghost Scepter. They try to fissure. They try to block off Gunner. Moo's there. They find Shaggy. There's a lot of Force Staffs coming out. I don't know if Gunner wants to go in on this anymore. That ult is... Oh my god, Jubei's there. I didn't realize he was in. He's dead. But I don't know how much that matters. It is your 5 position. Who really cares?
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of caught on the ancient area, right? While Gunner hits backline, and maybe it felt like one of those moments where it's time to fully commit. But it also could have been like he was just kind of caught there. Got silenced a few times. Maybe felt like it was worth committing, but it was really good by Nouns to also disengage and back up. Gunner, rather than continuing to dive himself, they called for killing Jubei. They all back up, and now they get this nice little window where they can try to get a kill.
And then they smoke up again.
Scanning.
Looking to chain that kill.
They don't need to throw right now, right? They finally have like really big net worth. They've been map controlling very well for the last 10 minutes. They're scaling well with items, and Roche, it will begin respawning anytime from now until when he comes back.
Sure.
So why throw it away? Get that 1 kill, get a little bit more of a net worth padding, play for Roche, then you can have a good time.
Yeah, their smoke is just to move around. That's literally it. I mean, I guess if you're locking the enemies in their base and you're not using them, may as well Jubei is just in. He's warding the high ground. Moose sees him. He's like, what the hell are you doing, you little rocket man? Gunner uses the ult, rolling around, can't get through the cogs. Jubei hooks out. Forced, but not out of the fissure. He may go down to Gunner. He does go down. As where the hell did SMD go? He's just leaving. He just left. So doesn't use the Haunt. That was just the Ags.
That was a bit of a YOLO moment for Jubei, I think. Kind of looked for an opportunity, but I think it's been impressive that Gunner has been so effective with his Rolling Thunders, despite like the fissures and the cogs. Like he's still making it work genuinely. And I feel like if you don't play Pango a lot, that would be very difficult to execute. So good on him to hit the backlines and create as much disruption as he had. But 2 Jubei deaths now. Roche is going to be respawning pretty speedy here, 45 seconds from now. So they're gonna have to kill Jubei just 1 more time to secure Roshan, looks like. Maybe twice, because they'll buy back.
Yeah, this does. The game has, for the last little while, has felt like Jubei kind of walking out of base, doing some crazy shit, and then he dies, and then the cut just sitting in base. That's what this game has kind of felt like.
It does. But who else initiates on their team, actually? It kind of has to be him.
Yeah, it would be Shaggy walking in, maybe? I don't know. Rajix, you want to counter initiate. He finds Moo here, but he's extremely tanky. That's a 3600 HP Tiny. As Gunner rolls onto the high ground, they actually find 3. That was a 3-man avalanche. As the Snapfire Kisses come out, the Enigma is getting bashed up. He has Black Hole and a BKB, but he's not going to use it because he doesn't see where the hell the real Spectre is. As Rajix, he has a buyback. The hook misses. Spectre on the backlines is dead. Just like that, he dies. Not going to buy back just yet. Nouns does have to be careful, though. There is still an Echo Slam that they're playing into. They can't go that ham. There's a buyback on Spectre, too. BKB's running thin. Buyback on Spectre. Okay, Jubei's looking for something. He wants to set up for his Echo Slam on Earthshaker. They're getting a little close. I'm getting a little worried watching this here. But Rajix, he's struggling. Gunner has another roll. He's level 25, so he's got that talent for the cooldown reduction. As Shaggy tosses back. Dude, it feels like Vegeta just cannot get into these fights. Like, Gunnar is disrupting these backlines like crazy. Okay, 2 heroes dead. That's the 3 cores alive for the cut, but they have no buybacks between them. They gotta be careful.
So expensive. Like, that cost them so much. The way they started the fight was really sloppy. Like, they fissured to the right where the Nouns here were. Then they walked at the same place that Jubei died earlier, where there was vision. So then Nouns just gets an easy fight. Gunnar spots them, does the roll in. They just beat the crap out of Radix here on the Earthshaker using the shard. He dies easily. Enigma's able to defend himself with his Greaves and BKB and everything. They get a refresher shard from Roche, so no free ags, but now they've got, you know, 2 black holes if he wants to cast his second and third black hole of the game. And more net worth advantage now for the TA since Spectre bought back after kind of having to fight against 4 heroes by himself there. Yeah, you're right. Gunnar really did a great job separating the cut heroes.
And then Mui, it's the 3-man avalanche, and then while that avalanche is going, he tosses Shaggy out, and he's like, all right, you guys are stunned, and you're now in my team, surrounded by 5. And then Spectre tries to help him, but it's like, man, I feel like Z-Freak is just super tanky. He's like deceptively tanky on Enigma. He's not even using Black Hole, but it's like, just the fact that he's soaking up all of this attention in the fights is very impactful. His build is excellent. This is the build he needed to do to win this game.
Yeah, it's been cool. Having the pipe on Husky is definitely part of it also, certainly, but yeah, going tanky like this, Spectre's single target damage is really not that good unless he has a lot of illusions hitting one guy by himself. So as long as they're playing together, these items are keeping him pretty survivable.
Gunnar, he's got the roll, very low cooldown, so even if they're just kind of messing around here, messing about, they will have the roll up again very soon as he rolls out. So just enough to secure the racks. Almost. As Shaggy, again, gets tossed back. He's got that Wind Waker, the other thing. The Wind Waker's actually on cooldown, so he might die. He's got the Ghost Shroud. And dies to the kisses. Just like that, he's dying to a position 5. Very sad. This game, not as free of a Necro game, it seems.
Yeah.
As Mu again with the toss back. This guy's just relentless. Let them breathe, dude. Relax.
Just keeps throwing him back, dude. Oh my gosh. The spider legs makes it so easy for him to approach at all these weird angles.
Yeah. Oh god, look how far they're chilling. Dude, they're like in their fountain. They're like, oh my, we're gonna get tossed back, bro. As Gunnar, once again on the back lines, finds B-God, who gets forced into the fountain, but not where you want to be running, to be quite honest with you here. As SMD uses the mini haunt. Actually, that was the full haunt. That was a real haunt. So Costa Bile feels kind of confident hitting this barrack here. The singular for barrack purge. For barracks is barrack. So he's hitting it. Very nice.
Are you sure it's not Brock? I think it's Brock. It's singular.
It might be. Is that what that guy was named after? That president fellow?
Yeah.
I see.
Yep.
As that is the Megas. Not much the cut wants to do, as he does get instant stun, but Tiny actually gets his stun off. As Gunnar, again, it feels like this Rolling Thunder has no cooldown whatsoever. Costa Bile is just like, get me the hell out of this game so I can go eat. It's been 3 long hours or more after that last game. He wants out. As Jubei hooks SMD. The people are flying everywhere. Gunnar might go down here. Actually, he has his BKB. He's fine. He's chilling. Husky's level 24.
All right, they got to reset a little bit.
Do they? Do they need to reset?
Just a little.
I feel like they're savoring this win against Shaggy.
On cooldown. His ulti's on cooldown for 4 more seconds.
Oh, that's right, Purge. That's right. That's too long in my book. That's singular for books, as the smoke comes out from the back lines. They're just going to go and throw everything that they have onto SMD. Shaggy dying very pathetically. The black hole comes out, but he Wind Waker's out. That was very nice. Very nice from Shaggy.
Oh.
As SMD taking a lot of damage from Costa Bile, who's taking a lot of damage from B-God. Z-Freak uses the Refresher Orb or Shard as the Echo Slam comes out onto 3. But the BKB comes out. That was an instant cancel of the black hole. I don't know what the hell happened there. But Clockwork goes down anyway. SMD slowly waddling around the fight, trying to do something. But his whole team is dying around him. He's just being ignored, like the pathetic ghost that he is. B-God throws out some flares. Great. That's it. That's it. Gunnar looks
for 50
out. He looks like he was frustrated. I don't know. He looks like he wanted